Hey, what's up guys? Spider9 here, and today I'll be doing a review of the much anticipated V-MODA XS. So the reason it's called the XS, it stands for extra small or extremely small, and you can kind of see that from the size of the case and from the size of the headphones themselves. The XS shares a lot in common with its predecessor, the M80, but it features these click fold hinges that were first presented on the V-MODA M100s. So you can fold it up into an extremely small package, as you can see here. Huge difference. Now if you go onto V-MODA's website, you'll see that the new tagline for the XS is "Mind the Gap." What's this gap they're talking about? I'll show you right now. Now, besides being super small and super sleek, the main question that everyone's asking about the XS is, how does it sound? Well, if you've already heard the M80 or the V80 from the previous generation, you pretty much know how the XS sounds. There's a couple differences here, and overall the XS does sound better. Most notably is the mid-bass impact of the M80 has been toned down just a bit. Mid-bass is the bass that you hear mostly when you listen to headphones. That's the bass that kind of slams against your ear, that boom, boom, boom. It's been toned down just a little bit, and the sub bass on the XS has been extended, and the sub bass is the low rumbly bass that you don't really hear so much as feel. You can feel that a little more with the XS. And also the treble region, which was probably the biggest sonic complaint of the original M80. The treble's kind of rolled off. It's kind of polite. It doesn't really reach those sparkly highs. And while the XS doesn't reach the highs either, it reaches just a little bit further. So if the treble was your biggest complaint about the M80, the XS has sought to address that somewhat. The mid-range, for the most part, sound the same. Maybe they're a little bit quieter on these, but I guess that's because the mid-bass has been toned down, and so those vocals have been taken down just a little bit. But they sound fantastic. The problems from the original M80 that have crossed over to the XS are the wind tunnel effects. You still get that. I actually just read on HeadFi that the ear pads for the XS are the exact same ear pads as the ones on the M80. So any kind of wind problems that those had have translated over to these. You might have a different experience. Everyone's head's different. I wear glasses with my headphones, and I have a pretty big head. This is all the way down. The XS comes with this really cool carrying case. Black for the black and gray for the white silver. And this case, super cool, super compact, and it comes with an orange speakeasy cable, as is the color scheme for the matte black M100 also. I've noticed that since this case is so compact when it's folded up, you basically can't really fit the cord down here what these straps are. I don't really know what these straps are used for. Maybe a memory stick or something if you're a DJ. It's actually more comfortable to fit them up here in between the headband and the ear cups when the headphone is inside. Here is the XS case compared to the M100 case. They look pretty similar until you turn them sideways. Then you see how compact that thing really is. Besides the minor changes that they've made to the M80, the XS features all the same build quality that you expect from V-MODA. The headband's still super flexible and durable. This thing still has the million bends on the Kevlar cables and the 70 drops from 6 feet and the 10 flat headband bends. Not that anyone would ever treat their headphones that way. At least I would hope not. It also features this new V-Cork at the bottom. The V-Cork was first introduced with the M100 because it has the dual entry ports. You can still daisy chain these just as the M100, and you can use either side to insert your audio cable. The one problem I have with these V-Corks as opposed to the M100 V-Cork is they do not lock into place, and I've actually mistakenly left these lying around a few times. I freaked out because I thought I lost them. V-MODA was nice enough to include 2 of them in my package, so if I ever do lose this one, I can always use the other one, but be wary, the the connection with this thing inside the port isn't very firm. It's pretty easy to pull out. And although I can't really see it slipping out accidentally, you can just forget about it because it's so tiny and it doesn't lock. Now, although I don't like the new V-Cork design because it doesn't lock, it's not all negatives. Say, for instance, you're out with one of your friends and for some reason they want to listen to your crappy playlist and they want a daisy chain and plug into your headphone. What do you do with this tiny thing? Well, because of the new design, the new V-Cork actually fits into any universal 3.5mm jack. So you can just plug that into your friend's phone, have them keep it safe, and enjoy your Frozen soundtrack. If you're like me, you use your headphones on the go a lot. That's what I do every day. I go on the subway, I take buses, I walk on the streets, I go to noisy cafes, and I sit there and I try to drown the world out so I can concentrate on whatever I'm doing. Usually cat videos. So the big question arises, how well do these isolate? Well, since they use basically the same exact ear pads as the M80, they isolate about exactly the same as the M80. Which isn't a bad thing. I mean, on the subway and on buses, it's fine. You can still hear the noise coming through. You know, nothing's going to isolate as well as a pair of IEMs. But it's tolerable. And if your music is loud enough, don't turn it up too loud. That's bad for your ears. But if you're at a decent volume, it'll be fine. You can enjoy your music and the commute won't get in the way too much. These won't isolate as well as the M100s, which are around the ear headphones. They block out noise significantly more. But it's not a deal breaker. Walking on the street, all the traffic and all the people around you, you'll hear a slight murmur if you're not too into your music, but it's nothing distracting. For regular city use, cafe use, libraries, school, whatever, they function exactly as they're supposed to. One of the biggest complaints about the M80 was that it wasn't that comfortable. And even with my own V80, it took me about 3 weeks of constant use before it became comfortable enough to wear it for more than 20 minutes without killing my ears. So, has the XS improved upon this? Straight out of the box, the XS just fit better, conformed to my head, the ear pads felt great. I wear glasses, and these glasses are thicker than the ones I had when I first got these. And they feel fine. Yeah, there's pressure, yeah, you know there's headphones on your ears, but it doesn't hurt. And this is right out of the box. I've had them for almost 2 weeks now, and the comfort has only gotten better. And so if comfort was an issue for you with the original M80, the XS has solved all those problems. These are probably one of the most comfortable on-ear headphones I've ever worn. Well, that's my review of the V-MODA XS. If you enjoyed this review, please make sure that you hit the like button down below. Subscribe to my channel for upcoming reviews on other products. Make sure you check out my review on the M100 and the M80 if you have any more questions that need answering about this. And thanks for watching, guys.